and I heartily welcome to all of you. I think I'm audible to all, no? Sir, I'm audible?
Yes, Bhupendra.
Hello. Sorry, actually, there was some problem in my system. Now I joined through mobile. So now I hope I am audible to all, no?
Yes, you are audible.
Okay.
Yes.
So very good afternoon to all. I heartily welcome to all of you in this lecture. So under the Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, we are organizing a series of lecture, and in the series, this is the second lecture. Today the themes of today's lecture is the Atmanirbhar Bharat. So for that we have selected the strengthening seed production system, a case study of West Bengal. And I feel honored to introduce today's speaker, Dr. Sayatan Dey. He has done his post-graduation in genetics and plant breeding from BCKV, Bengal, and then in 1998 he has joined the State Department of Agriculture, West Bengal, and since then he has served as in various capacity in the state. And presently he is working as a state level coordinator for high-tech seed production of potato and maize seed in state department. And then in between he has worked on various international and national level projects, and some of the international projects like CISA, which is one of the very famous project of CIMET, and then ERI. And he has also worked on the resource conservation and seed production system of the CIMET as well. And he has handled various RKVY program in the state and developed a very good facilities for the potato seed production, and then tissue culture facilities, and then strengthen the seed production system in state. And I'm sure that in series of slides, we will able to see that how much these people have contributed. And as a result of that, now we can see in the West Bengal, we have the highest maize productivity in the country. So it has crossed around 7.2 ton per hectare, which is a remarkable achievement. And then if you look into the area also, it is keep on growing every year. It is now, and as of now, it is more than 3 lakh hectare. And much credit goes to the Sayatan sir and his team. And they are working, because in last 3 to 4 years, I'm continuously visiting to the Bengal, and I'm seeing that these people are working hard in a team, and started from the upper level to the lower level. They are working in an excellent manner. We should learn the lesson from these people, that how they are dedicatedly they are working for the state. And you see the coverage, or the impact of our public sector hybrids, because we can see that there is a lot of impact of our AICRP as well as our own institute hybrids in the state. And every year they are producing thousands of quintals of certified seed for the public sector hybrids. And they are also popularizing the hybrid, and the credit goes to the Sayatan sir and team. So now, sir, I welcome to you, and the floor is yours. So please, you can share now your slides and can have a presentation.
Well, thank you, Bhupendra ji, and good afternoon to you all. And I'm indeed thankful to. Am I audible to?
Yes, sir, audible. You can share your screen, sir.
Yeah. I'm thankful to IIMR for giving me this opportunity. 1 minute. Okay. So thank you for giving me this opportunity to speak on the topic strengthening seed production for Atmanirbhar Bharat, a case study of West Bengal. So I will be speaking on two crops which we are dealing. One is potato and the second one is maize. Though in maize we started from 2006 and potato seed production is a new phenomenon. So we start with the potato first. Potato is the second most important crop of a state after rice. The annual seed demand is 3 lakh metric ton. Potato demands a huge amount of seed, as you all know. But unfortunately, we are dependent on mostly on northern states, especially Punjab, for seed. And this huge transportation cost increases the seed cost. And since the seed is almost from the informal sector, I mean, there is no system of certification as we have in maize or other crops. The high cost always does not ensure quality of the seed. So our government was thinking over years how to make the state self-sufficient in potato seed production. Now we found that if we want to achieve our goal, the only way is to go for high-tech production system, because conventional seed production system has many limitations, and out of which I want to highlight one point. If we want to produce the entire amount of seed, certified seed as per requirement, we would be requiring 9,000 metric ton of seed, breeder seed from CPRI, whereas we get annually around 300 metric ton, and CPRI produces around 2,500 to 3,000 metric ton per year. So it is not possible to meet the demand through conventional seed production system. So coming to high-tech seed production system, we have to understand the challenges first. Potato, the issue is to produce disease-free seed tubers. Because potato being a clonally propagated crop, tuber-borne diseases occurs every year. Seed quality degenerates, seed rate maximum among all crops, as I told you, and another point is the multiplication ratio, that is SMR, is very, very low in potato. It is average 1:5 only. And for West Bengal, we had two other challenges. One is the short winter spell of West Bengal, and the second is for almost 60 years after 1950s, when the embargo of what disease was imposed. For 60 years, 70 years, we are bringing seed for Punjab. So it was a great issue to convince our farmers, yes, that it is possible to meet the demand and produce good quality seed potato in West Bengal also. So with this backdrop, we set a target that we want to produce 40% seed at least for the state. So as I told you, the only option was high-tech potato seed production system. In high-tech seed potato system, we start with tissue culture laboratory, where at first tissue culture plants are produced in the laboratory throughout the year. And then what we do is we produce from tissue culture plants very small mini tubers we call generation 0 or G0. And these mini tubers are cultivated and used in the seed chain for 3 more years. And ultimately we get G4 seed to be used as table potato. In high-tech potato system, we term G4 as certified seed, at par with certified seeds. Now, in high-tech system, the early 2 generation seed we have to do as per protocol in insect-proof net house. This is because we want that the materials we produced in tissue culture lab, that is the virus-free materials, that must remain virus-free, and the net we install that are insect-proof net, and the virus cannot be transmitted through vectors inside the net house. Rest That is from G2 onwards, the seed is produced in open field. So this is the flowchart of the high-tech seed potato system. Now, as you understand that the success of this system depends upon the number of G0 tuber or mini tuber we can produce. It is a pyramid structure. As I told you, if I consider 1:5 multiplication ratio, as an we moved to the generation, the down of the pyramid widens. So one option may have been to increase more number of tissue culture plants, but it is not a viable proposition. As you know, tissue culture is a highly costly cost involvement is there. So there is a limitation to produce the number of TC plants. Now from TC plants, we are searching for the options, different options, how the number of G0 or mini tuber can be increased. So presently we are having three options. One is through aeroponics, second is insect-proof net house, and third is ARC or apical rooted cutting. Aeroponics means we are producing the seed in almost in a laboratory condition, where we produce the seed in a chamber in an artificial medium, and all nutrients are sprayed in high volume in the roots. And in the aeroponic system, we get 60 to 70 tubers per tissue culture plant. It's a wonderful technique, but the limitation is huge cost is involved. The second option is, as I told earlier, to take the tissue culture plants to insect-proof net house, and here we can get 8 to 12 tuber per plant. The third option, which is becoming more popular nowadays, is apical rooted cutting. That means the tissue culture plants, before they are taken into the main fields, they are propagated in greenhouse in the off-season, just like tissue culture we are doing in vitro condition. Here it is done in greenhouse, and in off-season, if we can get a window of 4 months, it is possible to get 100 cuttings from a single tissue culture plants. So this is the option we are exploring much nowadays to upscale our project. Now, this is the implementation strategy. What we are doing, we are producing the source material, that is microplants, tissue culture plants, and G0 in the research station. In the downstreams, we are having several number of project partners with us. That includes different government farms and different farmers organization, most of which are farmer producers companies. So downstream, that is from G1 onwards, is being taken care of different government farms and our project partners. And finally, the marketable seed, that is G3 to G4 or G2 to G3, this stage is produced by the farmers group. Thus, we are developing a model seed production system for the high-tech potato, and obviously we have to develop the capacity, etc., of the farmers. So we are working presently in 13 districts of West Bengal, where we are having 71 farmers group with us. And as I told, the initial stages has to be done in the insect-proof net house. Each net house is 1,000 square meter in our project. And we are having 118 net house in government farms and 220 net house up to 2020 to 23 in the farmers field. Thus, we are having a 26 hectare net house presently, and open field, that is G2 onwards. Presently, it is 26 hectares, but it will keep on increasing as and when our project upscales and more number of G2 and G3 seed is produced. And we have calculated that we will be repairing 4,800 hectare of open field to meet the demand of 70,000 metric ton of seed, which is the target we have set in our project. We are also giving assistance to our farmers because potato, as you know, is a very, very costly subject. So for net house, we are giving a subsidy of 1 lakh each for each net house for procuring the materials from us, which cost ₹8 presently for a tissue culture plant, ₹5 for a G0 and so on. We are giving them assistance of ₹19,410. And after they produce the seed, the whole seed is sold by the project partners who are associated with us. An incentive is given to them because they have to compete with a big brand, that is Punjab Seeds. So government is giving them a seed sales subsidy for ₹20 per kg for G1, G2 and ₹10 per kg for G3 and G4. That means if our project partner wants to sell a seed for ₹40 per kg, farmer will pay him ₹30 and 10 per kg will be provided to him by the government. So these are the incentive we are giving to the farmers. And here are some pictures of the production of G0. The rest is as done in potato. I'm not showing the pictures. In the left side, you can see the aeroponics in the project, and you can see the number of tubers, the plants also. And in the right side here, you see the production in net house. And here, as I told you, the guy who is showing the plant from the net house, we are having around 12 to 14 tubers in that plant. And the bottom is that apical rooted cuttings. It's a detailed subject. I'm just giving you idea that it is off-season propagation method where we increase the tissue culture plants with an ultimate objective of increased G0 production. So till date, we have produced 1.8 lakh tissue culture plants, around 10 lakhs of mini tubers and 400 metric ton of G2 seed. This project that is in the downstream, we have started from 2021 only. Before that, we standardized the protocols and set up the infrastructure in the research stations and government farms. So in this project, we have set up 2 state-of-the-art tissue culture laboratory, one at Maize station at JDRS Krishnanagar and another where I was posted earlier in Midnapur. We have 3 aeroponics setup. We have 6 greenhouses with fan pad cooling system. This is done for mainly producing the apical rooted cutting. Till date, we are having 118 net house in different government farms. In project partner fields, we have 210 net house. We have created facility for quality control. Virus testing is done by ELISA method and also molecular marker, and developed some facility for genetic fidelity testing also at Midnapur. So this is the total infrastructure we have developed in our project, and these are some of our other interventions. For quality control, strict monitoring lab is done, and as Bhupinder told, it's a coordinated effort of the department, both in potato and our Maize project, where seed certification agencies, our block administration, district level administrations are involved. We do virus testing at farmers field with ready immunostips. We give hands-on residential training to each project partner. After 5 days residential training and taking the certificate from us, only they become our project partners. And the seed produced is sold under the brand Bangosri. This is the brand given by the State Department of Agriculture. And in the hills where we have huge opportunity for production, we are using another technology, that is production of G0 tuber or apical root clubbed with apical rooted cutting in the cocoa pits. That is a new technology we are now following. So to summarize what we are doing, we are producing marketable seed through farmers group. It's a farmers driven program, so rapid dissemination of technologies there from farmer to farmer. Presently the seed is available at the doorstep of farmer. Actually what is happening, मान लीजिए एक farmers group है, एक FPC है, उनका करीब 100 मेंबर है, तो एक नेट हाउस में वो जो प्रोड्यूस करता है सीड, वो सारे सीड को उसका जो मेंबर है they are using it for table potato. So thus we are developing a model and strengthening the seed production system, and obviously we are have to develop constantly their capacity, and it's a two-way process actually. We also learn greatly from our farmers. So capacity development not only of the farmers but also us, and we have calculated that throughout the project period we can save rupees 900 crore in seed cost, and with additional production it is estimated that in the project period we can around achieve a gain of rupees 2000 crore almost. So this was all about the story of potato. Now coming to maize. So these are some glimpses of the our maize activity, and as Bhupinder ji told us, it could not have been possible with great support from IIMR. In fact, from the stage of DMR 2006, we are working closely, and in your website, this success story of HQPM seed production of West Bengal, I still find that, which was done in 2006, 2007. Now, as I told that it's a long history of seed production, well, not long now, but it's almost 16, 17 years. We are doing the seed production of public sector hybrids. That I want to underline. This seed production is only of public sector hybrids. So to understand the whole procedure, I have divided the 16 years period into 4 eras. Up to 2011, it was the learning phase and introduction of the technology and standardizing the technology, where we are able to produce around 200 metric ton of seed up to 211. From 211-12 to 2014-15, this production program reached its peak. It was commercialized. Several seed companies, obviously public sector seed companies, were involved, and we produced 1040 metric ton of seed per year. But unfortunately, after that, the production reduced. I will coming to the reason after later, and after 2021, we started reviving and progressing in this field with the intervention needed, with great support of your ex-director, Dr. Sujoy Rakhi, Bhupinder ji, and the total team of IIMR. So before going to that, let us speak a little bit about the history of seed production. As you can see that ours is a community-based seed production system. As I told you, it started with a collaborative program of RWC CIMIT. Dr. Rajgupta was there at that time, and Dr. Saidas was project director, DMR, IIMR. We had support from both of them, and this program started in 2 districts of West Bengal, one at Nadia district and another at West Midnapur. But it clicked in Nadia district. So what was the key to our success? As we have analyzed that it was a participatory approach, that farmers were our active partners, careful planning and coordination. We got strong technical support from our researchers, IIMR, but subsidy was very limited in this program. Initial limited subsidy for 1 or 2 years for mainly on the training and source of seed, and we facilitated the farmers group to lead. I think this was the key to our success, and as I think we all have heard the name of Vishwabharati Krishi Swayamvar Goshti. I find many here, Ramesh ji here, who have visited Pulgachi several times. Nadia district, Bhupinder ji comes frequently. So they are the pioneer of seed production, introducing hybrid seed production in West Bengal. Now, as mentioned, several agencies are involved in the seed production system in West Bengal. So first is issue of parental seed. Breeder seed we are getting for IIMR or other SAUs, And in our research stations, we are producing direct to foundation seed, and we make them available to our farmers. Sometimes directly breeder seed is utilized for production of F1 seed. Then there is training and strong monitoring from the scientists of our research stations, our department, seed inspectors, and the project partners or growers. They also keep strong vigil so that quality of the material is not compromised. Seed certification in West Bengal is not a autonomous institution. It is under our directorate. They are playing a huge role to keep the quality control and other issues. And finally, we must mention the name of our public sector seed companies: National Seed Corporation, West Bengal State Seed Corporation, and HIL for a brief period, who have marketed the seed that was produced in Nadia district. And this is the picture of 2020, 12-13, where we reached its peak. And you can see all major maize grown states, the seeds produced in Nadia districts were reached through National Seed Corporation. So it was a great success. And farmers are also improving their income. And here is a economics. We have shown the net profit is rupees 10,400 per hectare. Now here I would like to mention one thing, that here the economics has been calculated on the price that is offered by the seed companies, public sector seed companies. The issue is the procuring price needs to be increased, because we started with around 48.50 in 2006. Input cost has increased many folds, but the procurement price has not increased to that extent. If farmers can sell, if the producers can sell the seeds directly without giving it to the corporations, they can sell it easily at rupees 300. That is what we are now achieving, to make the program in a commercial mode, not to depend only on the government seed agencies. Then only the profit can increase. So these are the varieties we have produced. So what I told, that the reason of reduction of the program after 2014-15 was we are mostly dependent at that time on QPM hybrids, mainly HQPM1. HQPM had lived its life that time because it was almost 8 or 10 years old variety then. And the issue is still there, that QPM hybrids do not fetch any additional price. And as Bhupenderji mentioned, when we started the maize project in 2006, the area of maize was around 27,000 hectares in West Bengal. And in 2014-15, it reached up to 150,000 metric ton, which is presently more than 3 lakh hectares. And there were many private hybrids in the market available within 2014-15, and we all know that private sector hybrids are mostly of long duration, and the varieties we are producing of the public sector were mostly early and medium duration varieties. So with regard to the yield only, the private hybrids has advantage. So we try to find out what are the issues we can take to the farmers so that the public sector varieties can become popular. And another important issue, obviously it is concomitant, that is there was reduction in order from the seed companies, so it reduced. So from 2015-16, we are trying, not in a very systematic manner, for introduction of several new varieties. We introduced DHM121, DHM117, UHM6, UHM8, VHM45, and so on. But these varieties did not perform that much to our expectation. Things started changing from 2020-21 when we had DMRH1301, DMRH1308. Both are performing excellent in West Bengal. From IRI side, we are having Kusha HQPM 5 improved, Kusha HQPM 1 improved. And obviously, we are going to introduce LQMH1. These three are biofortified varieties, and LQMH1 being a short duration, it has clicked among our farmers. We only want that give us seed this year for conducting F1, and in the next 2 years, breeder seed of the parental materials. So we wanted to streamline the maize activity and do it in a more systematic manner. We submitted this project to RKVI, and fortunately we got the project. It's a 3-year project. What we are doing here, let me tell you very briefly. In the first stage, what we do is identify new hybrids through multi-location trial. New hybrids here, let me emphasize that these are only public sector hybrids. For private hybrids, we have another program. So these are only public sector hybrids. And in each location, we have merged one farmers field school. Farmers field school का मतलब है जो 30 किसान 6 weeks, they will be coming to the production trial site. There will be a training program, interaction program. Farmers will give their feedback, for which we are allocating rupees 50,000 per trial for conducting trial and conducting the farmers field school. The next stage is going for large scale FLD among the selected hybrids. This we are doing in 100 sites, and in each site, we at the end of the season, we are having a field day for which we are giving money. And this year we conducted FLD with 1301, 1308, HQPM 5 improved, HQPM 1 improved little bit, and the most successful was LQMH1, though we could get only 50 kg of seed of that variety. Now, third stage comes, that is production of parental lines of the hybrids that we need to commercialize. Parental lines matlab we will be bringing breeder seed and from IIMR or other institution and produce foundation seed. So the cost reduces, production cost. Foundation seed sell at rupees 110 only in our state, and we are having 8-hectare production program of that parental seed. And this year we are having around 4 metric ton of BML6, around 2 metric ton of HKI 163-1, and about 500 kg of IML 418-1. These are parents of all you know of 1301 and 1308. Then the fourth thing we are doing is fine tuning of the production technology of new hybrids. This is an important issue. Last year, what happens that protocol followed in Punjab will not click totally in our state. So we need to fine tuning the technology. This we are doing with experienced farmer in 4 hectare, and also for site specific activity. Apart from Nadia, we are doing it in different locations to see what protocol we need to fine tune. And obviously there is capacity development, etc. Another important observation. We wanted to know the preference of the farmers of our state, because as I told, if you consider yield only, we are in a disadvantageous position. So this is a result of a field day conducted at Nadia and Murshidabad in last season, where we gave 23 varieties to choose farmers. It was at advanced stage. There are 5 crops in front of the plot, harvested cob. They could see the cob, their grain color, grain size, row number, etc., and see the total plant and the position of the cob, etc., in the field itself. And we told the farmers to choose, and we find that farmers were not considering yield only as the major character. DMRH 1410, it's a pipeline variety. We are expecting that we can release it in state through your support, was the #1 choice of our farmers. This is the result of 1 or 2 sites. It may differ, but what in short, I can say that farmers were preferring early to mid-early duration varieties because in West Bengal, maize is cultivated mainly in Rabi season. So a private hybrid takes almost 150 to 160 days to mature. That 20 to 25 days extra in the field during the month of April, May. Huge irrigation cost is involved, and 130 to 35 days variety means the field will be ready for the next crop. They prefer bold kernel, orange color they are most preferring. And another important point is in West Bengal during end March or April, we are having frequent storms that we term as Kalbishaki. For example, I interacted with the farmers and found in North Bengal this year that C355 of Pioneer is the most preferred variety. It is giving a yield of 12 to 13 metric ton per hectare. But if there is storm, this variety will lodge first. So farmers are preferring variety based on the position of the year. More nearer the ground, plant stout, they will be preferring much. So these are the advantage of our hybrids that we need to highlight. We need to tell our policymakers, we need to tell the seed producers, the seed businessmen, and through our projects, this is the thing we are doing, that is promoting all public sector hybrids. And this is the last slide. This is the target of our project. We are targeting to produce 10 metric ton of parental seed and 400 metric ton of F1 seed of different hybrids. Presently, we are having seed production of, as I mentioned, 1301, 1308, a little amount of LQMH1, HQM15 improved, HQM1 improved, and some Vivek hybrids from Almora also. Let us see with your support how much we can progress in the project period. Thank you all for your patient hearing. Thank you once again.
Thank you very much, sir, for a wonderful lecture. And I'm sure that all the participants, they must have got the answer that how much efforts you people have put for the increasing the area as well as the productivity in the state. And in what way, in a participatory mode, you are how you are working, and how the final stakeholder, that farmers, they are getting benefited from your team. And I'm sure that this momentum will continue in the times to come as well. And whatever the help will be possible from our end, either from IMR, from the SAU, we all are there for you people. And now we are already having many new products in the pipeline, and some are identified. They are also ready for the, for the released, and then some are already released. So we all will share those also, and then in times to come, that can be popularized in the state. Now with this, sir, I since our director sir is busy with some other assignments, so I requested Dr. S.B. Singh sir to give the final remarks on the presentation, please. Dr. S.B. Singh sir, are you there?
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Bhupinder.
Yes.
Dr. Senthil, first I thank to for giving such a nice presentation and the overall view of the maize production and potato production in the West Bengal. And it's a very encouraging performance in both, whether it is potato or maize. As I've seen that in 2005 or 16, you have started this maize seed production and increasing the area and maize cultivation in the states. Tremendous growth has been achieved in 2019-10, nearly 1,000 metric ton seed you have produced. But now we are also expecting that now further high yielding hybrids has been released for these states. Now the seed production or as well as maize production will increase in the states. So we are expecting that in future you will get more production in the state, whether in crop production or seed productions. So I'm appreciate your efforts, entire efforts of the team, whether your departments or the governments has made such a good initiative in the states. And also you got a very good project for cultivation, encouraging the seed production of maize as well as potato. So we are also expecting that in future, this will also help to increase the maize production area and seed production in the states. So I'm thankful to provide such a nice lecture. And I am also thankful to all the viewers who have presented today in this session. So thank you very much to all.
Thank you very much, sir. Now I
Thank you, sir.
request Dr. Dagla. Dagla sir will give a final vote of thanks, please. Dr. Dagla sir, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes,
please.
yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Am I audible, sir?
Yeah, you are audible.
Okay, okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Dr. Bhupender, and respected director, sir, my seniors and colleagues. I feel proud to express my heartfelt thanks to all those who have made these events possible and successful first. And in starting, I would like to thanking our director, sir, Dr. H.S. Jat, for providing guidance and necessary requirements for celebrating this 75 years of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. And in this Mahotsav, we are organizing different events in a particular series. And this is the second event of this series. And he has always been sportive for our initiative and encouraged us to strive for the excellence in this institute. And I am highly thankful to Dr. Sayantan Dey, sir, who has given an excellent presentation on strengthening of seed production, especially in West Bengal on maize. And as the quality seed is indispensable for food and nutritional security, and it is very essential part for making Bharat Atmanirbhar. Sir, you have emphasized different ways and means to enhance the quality seed production. As we know, the seed is the key for the agriculture production. Thank you very much, sir. And I am highly thankful to Dr. S.B. Singh, who has given significant remarks and also giving in very short that future line for maize seed production, which will definitely enhance our seed production system. I am also thankful to Dr. Bhupender, who has conducted this event very nicely. I have given this program as only Atmanirbhar Bharat. The theme was given only, and but Dr. Bhupender has modified it as we should conduct on the seed production, because seed production is very essential part for agriculture system. So I am very thankful, Dr. Bhupender, to you, and especially thankful to you for inviting Dr. Sayantan sir, who has enlightened us the situations in which we are going and some challenges which we are facing for seed production system. And finally, I am thankful to all those who have participated and joined this event and making the event successful. And not last, this is I am also thankful to all who have directly and indirectly contributed to make this event successful. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Sayantan sir. Now we
Thank
will close the meeting. Thank you very much for nice
you.
presentation, sir. Thank you. Thanks to all.